If you are sad, you might just be bored. Welcome to the Fulcrum channel, where we examine ways old and new to improve our lives. Many individuals who are unhappy might not be unhappy for the usual reasons trotted out to explain this growing malaise of sadness and depression. For example, bad relationships, addictions, and unfulfilling jobs. Those things have always been around, if fact far worse. Much of the world's citizens were virtual slaves in survival mode prior to democracy and the invention of all the creature comforts we take for granted today. I believe human existence has always been challenging, but nowadays, it has taken on unprecedented difficulties. One of the reasons life seems harder now is because it has become somewhat mundane. Most of our survival needs are easily met without even leaving our homes, provided we have a certain level of financial stability. Don't believe this? Think back a little to the times in your life you felt most alive. For most, it was the survival of an event that created the most joy or fear. That being a result of our brain's survival wiring being similar for both. Anyone can relive this feeling when someone flushes the toilet when you are in the shower and it goes full cold. It's why a near collision on the highway or the worst player on your team popping in a winning goal on overtime clears your head and makes you come alive. Something exciting has happened. Adrenaline has kicked in, your brain and nervous system kicked on the supercharger. Leisure time, for instance, has increased significantly for those without a high school education compared to those with a college degree. This surplus of free time leads to a situation where we have to create things to do. Some people embrace this opportunity and pursue ambitious careers or extraordinary goals, while others require more stimulation and struggle when they don't have enough challenges in their lives. These individuals might be more prone to addiction or other forms of mental illness, not necessarily because there's something wrong with their brains, but because their brains are not well suited to the world we live in today. Our current narrative often emphasizes the idea of finding one's passion, encouraging people to explore and seek meaningful experiences. While this is beneficial in some ways, it can also be misleading. People might not fully grasp that life is inherently tough and demanding. We are all navigating through a challenging world, and it's essential to acknowledge the difficulties we face. In the realm of neuroscience, one of the most significant findings in recent years is the co-location of pleasure and pain processing in the brain. The same areas of the brain that process pleasure also handle pain, maintaining a delicate balance between the two. This balance, known as homeostasis, strives to remain level and restore equilibrium when tipped toward either pleasure or pain. For instance, when we experience pleasure, our brain tips in that direction, but it seeks to restore balance by inducing a come-down feeling when the pleasurable stimulus stops. This is the moment when we might be tempted to indulge in more of that stimulus, leading to potential addiction. Chronic indulgence in high-reward behaviors or substances can cause the brain to down-regulate dopamine, resulting in a dopamine deficit state, akin to clinical depression. This shift can lead to feelings of anxiety, irritability, insomnia, dysphoria, and constant thoughts about using the substance or engaging in the behavior again. What I hope people can tune into, and become aware of, is this is a neurobiological process. Understanding how our brains respond to pleasure and pain can give us insight and mastery over our experiences. Once we recognize these mechanisms, we can better comprehend our behaviors and potentially address any addictive tendencies or imbalances. It's all about gaining awareness and finding ways to navigate life's challenges more effectively. If you found this information helpful, give us a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, and hit that subscribe button for more valuable health tips. As always, stay curious, breathe deep, and enjoy each day.